Let's talk about these frickin' protests. I'm loving what I'm seeing at these colleges, minus the police brutality and the nonsense that they're doing. But what the people on our side are doing is pretty cool.
There, as you can see, are a ton of supplies. Water, it's food, and they've been bringing stuff here throughout the day.
The hogs bringing that big table of food. They're like, come on, get your slop, piggies. Come on, boys, free meal. We know you never pass up a free meal.
Has been growing. You can see the bottles of water. It's like they were in it for the long haul. And you mentioned that people had been coming.
They're in it for the long haul. Yeah, people need water.
What I'm wondering is, because you've had a chance to talk to these folks,
Dude, I hate these smug rats.
how many of these people are students? I know you spoke with at least one
Look
student.
at this
but
fuck. Look at him.
We
I'm gonna
have
you say that.
Hog. Dude, what is this hog's name? We're gonna figure it
coming.
out.
What I'm wondering is, because you've had a chance to talk to these folks, how many of these people are students? I know
Look at this. Can't see
you
it.
spoke with at least one student.
Dude,
but,
what a
wow,
piece of...
for the long haul. And you mentioned that
Watch him.
people had been coming. What I'm wondering is, because you've had a chance to talk to these folks, how many of these people are students?
He's like, oh, there's a brown person I can brutalize.
I know you spoke with at least one student, but wow.
That is a platform like 3 feet in the air.
You mentioned that people had been coming. What I'm wondering is, because you've had a chance to talk to these folks, how many of these people are students? I know you spoke with at least one student, but...
Look at him. Dude, let's go, boys. We got it. Hold up. Here we go. Brown dog? What the hell does that say? Brownie or? Brown rig. Brown rig. Is that what that says? Brown rig? Dude, brown rig, you're toast. You are a scumbag, and we are going to make you famous like Officer Smallwood. Hey, look, it's Officer Brownwood. Hey, look, it's Officer I hate brown people, and I like to do violence to them. There he is. Look, he's got cop skull and everything.
But, wow,
I'm surprised even the news person was like, whoa. Usually, I'm surprised they weren't like, yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, brother. Ooh. Brown rig. Yeah, we got to get the sheriff. Ooh, this feels like a shirt, too. Nicole's going to love this one. Law enforcement mobilizing. I like brown dog better. Scumbag.
but, wow,
I'm gonna have you say that most of them are being arrested without, they're not resisting at all. We have seen a few people throw some punches, fight back, and struggle. If there were a number of people who started to do that.
Make sure, remember, if you get arrested, you smile. Truly, that infuriates them. Way more than hitting. Smile. Smile at them. Be nice. Be like, thank you, Mr. Hogg. Thanks for my photo op. Oh, I'm gonna sue the fuck out of you. This ends with legal action. I'm gonna make you as famous as Mr. Smallwood.
Officer Smallwood, have a great day.
Wait, his name is Officer Smallwood?
Dude, is this brown rig right here? He's like, I got my bolt cutters. I'm gonna cut a kid's finger off today.
By law enforcement.
They seem like two pump chumps to me. Amen. That's what I was going for, but I didn't want to quite say it, but now I will. Thank you. Oh yeah, normal behavior. Normal. Yep, keep putting your knee in back. That's awesome. Oh, yep. Just keep marching around with your AK-47. Very cool. Normal. This is on a college campus. This raid that's going on, this bandit raid that's happening right now. Look at this shit. Pathetic.
We're with CNN. We're with CNN. Go that way. We're with CNN.
He's about to raise his fucking gun at him. Dude, these hogs in America need such a reckoning. It is insane. This is every city in America. Look at these hogs. Look, this guy is about to raise up his assault weapon at a CNN crew.
We're with CNN. We're with CNN.
Go that way.
We're with CNN.
Move.
We're with CNN.
That way.
You hog. Shut your mouth, you dirty hog. How about that? You little fascist with your little fashy haircut. Little knot. Look at him. Look at this knot. What's this knot's name? Look at he's like 5'6" too. 5'4". Look at this short king. Dude, this is the shortest cop on the force. Look at this boy. Look at this little boy. Look at with his little yellow gun. He's got a yellow pea shooter. Oh, look at his Wego gun. I made this cool little gun out of Wegos. Look, Mom. Dude, look at this short man. Dude, this is the shortest cop in history. I understand his anger now. I get it. We gotta find this boy's name.
We're with CNN.
Dude, I'm feeling this man is 5'3" max. Dude, that gun looks huge compared to him. Is this the smallest cop in history? Dude, this is so funny. We're with CNN. Move!
We're with CNN.
Go that way.
We're with CNN.
He raises his gun. Dude, this is bananas. Am I crazy or are they crazy?
CNN.
Move.
We're with CNN.
Move! Move!
That way.
Dude, he's like, why aren't they listening to me? I gave a direct order. I am a short king. They are not listening to me.
Move.
We're with CNN.
Move that way.
Move that way. Or what? That's what you say. Or what, Howard? With your little yellow gun.
Overturning tents, tearing them down, ripping down the Palestinian flags that are flying, and they're making a move to get rid of this as quickly as they can.
And Jason, reiterate for us, if you would, again, the different law enforcement agencies that are out there. You mentioned state troopers are out there, and who else?
National
So I
Guard.
can see Dallas County Sheriff. Yeah, I see.
Just a bunch of random undercovers. The CIA's here. The FBI. Paul Wysopal. Timothy McVeigh. He's here.
There's U.S. Marshals. I see Collin County Sheriff represented here. UT Dallas obviously is here. Police from the University of Texas system.
Dude, you know what would be so funny? Okay, the next time that everyone's like in a line with the police and all doing intimidation, but not doing anything, the people in the second row behind the front row people gotta get down on your hands and knees, and we need to tie all of the cops' shoes together. Dude, that would be, you guys know what a king rat is? A king rat of freaking pigs? A king pig? Dude, look at this. Oh my God. Look, this is exactly what it would be, but it would be all cops. Dude, that's too funny. It's a bunch of rats that are stuck together in a clump. Their tails all get tied together. But that's exactly what would happen to the hogs. That would be so funny, dude, to watch them all topple over. Oh, man. Hog King. Yes, dude, it is a Hog King. Dude, these little shields are awesome.
This assembly has been declared an unlawful assembly in accordance with Chapter 870.04 of the Florida State Statute. You have been given a lawful order to disperse. You have refused.
Dude, bring gloves too, because whenever I see those, I'm throwing them back.
To follow this lawful order.
Don't just let them disperse. Put cones on them. That's what the Hong Kong crew did. Put stuff on top of them. Get one of those big old orange cones. Put it right on top of it. Take it, chuck it back, or roll it back so they don't say that you tried to kill them with a projectile. But that's how we gotta think, dudes, right? These things, they're just little gas canisters. They're probably hot, but just, if you have gloves, put them in a garbage bin or something. I don't know. I'm sure there's something, because once it disperses, but dude, the second that thing drops, I'm running to it and I'm putting something on top of it.
This time, please consider yourself under arrest.
These pussies.
For refusing to
Not the kids. I mean the pussies throwing the tear gas canisters into a center of a bunch of kids trying to do something, unlike these hogs who've never stood up for anything in their lives.
disperse. Please do not resist arrest or any other enforcement actions which could result in risk of injury which may occur. Any physical condition. If you choose to...
I'm not letting this shit disperse, because they're just smoking them out. Watch, once the cans stop, they're just gonna push in. Cowards. Such cowards. Look at them. Look at this, dude, this is the shortest one in history. Dude, is that our boy? They're just smoking themselves, idiots. They're literally smoking themselves. You stupid idiots just tear gas themselves. You stupid idiots. Why are they walking into it, you dummies? Dude, they're so dumb. Truly. They're like, look, we let women beat on the black and brown folk. It's a really bad look. when the whole police force looks pretty solid white and they're just arresting black and brown people. I'm just saying, it's a weird look. It's very odd. Yep. Weird, it's weird. It's such a weird look, you know? It feels like it looks like it's racial. It looks like that, right? A little bit. Oh, never mind. What, are they trying to break some kid's arm down here? Are they shooting a disabled person in the head? What's going on here? What are they doing?
I tell you again, plus you want to go next. You're in the middle of it.
Sir.
You're about to go to. Leave.
You're about to go too. Because I said so. I'm the sheriff. See, I have a badge.
You're the sheriff of D's. D's nuts. Look at him. Oh my god, dude. Tough hogs are the funniest thing.
Hey man, I tell you again, plus you want to go next. You're in
Unless you want to go next.
Hog.
the
This one.
You're about to go to.
You're about to go too. Hey, sir, listen to me. You're about to go too, okay? I'm gonna put you in the paddy wagon, mister.
Officer Ding Dong, probably. Oh, look, and then this national Zionist, white supremacist, fascist has something to say. What do you got to say, Leroy? Dude, I can't take any of these people seriously. They all literally have that, like, no confidence look. These are the most cringe people in history. And they are only here because they have a gun, and their job tells them that they can just do violence to anyone. As long as they're not white. Well, they can do violence to white people too, but they really like doing it to non-white people.
Hey man, I tell you again, plus you want to go next. You're in the middle of it.
Sir.
You're about to go to. Leave.
Got it?
Go. All right.
What do you say? Put me on TikTok? Hey, you're about to go next too.
Unlawful assembly in accordance with chapter 870.04 of the Florida State Statute. You have been given a lawful order to disperse. You have
Dude, I would go barf on the cops.
to follow this lawful order. And this
My brother barfed in the back of a cop car once. It was incredible. He told them too. He said, do not put me in the back of that cop car. I will throw up. And the cop said, I'm taking you to detox. And my brother said, okay. And then he puked in his car, in the back seat. And he told me when we were in the hospital later, they just took him to detox because he was underage. Just to piss him off, you know, make our lives hell. But then when we were... After the cops went away, my brother goes, hey, Corey, I did feel like I had to throw up, but I made myself throw up. And he goes, I was going to do it on the floor, but I did it right in the back part so that it would go down into where the seatbelt is. Anyway. Amen, brother.
And there are many entrances here where there were police officers blocking.
What is that? Milk? What is this jiggling thing? Does it say noob? What is this emoji?
Big
Water?
gates, and
A jug. Oh.
Cross it.
Jug
We
of
know happened
justice.
all around.
Oh, is it the jug because they put it on top of the sprinklers? Dude, have you guys seen that? They just flip a 5-gallon jug upside down and put it on top of a sprinkler head, and then it just shoots inside of the jug. Here's a TikTok link for the jug of justice. Dude, that's so funny. Dude, I bet it made such a satisfying thunk too when it was bonking on him. Real quick, let's just watch Nicole's video. She just sent this to me. I haven't seen it yet.
I'm reporting live here in Austin, Texas. I did see that press conference this morning.
These are heavy industrial chains.
And I'm sorry to report here in Austin, Texas, we do also have these Hamas bike locks.
Okay, this is what professionals bring to campuses and universities.
These are not just bike locks. They're Hamas.
This is not what students bring to school.
You sure about that?
Have you ever tried to keep your bike safe in a city? I'm surprised that the chains were that small.
Sure about
They're like,
that?
these are professional chains. These are like 2 Chainz chains. They went to 2 Chainz guy. Look at how big these and blinging these chains are.
The Columbia students are using those. They're Hamas.
Guys, is it visible how tight my knitted anus is right now? I just got it back from the laundry and I'm feeling tight. Ugh. Dude, wait, did you guys see that frickin' he came as in a decoy outfit after Nicole and Dante frickin' goofed on him and made him super famous?
For your time today, sir. Officer Smallwood. Have a great day.
Wait, his name is Officer Smallwood?
Dude, Smallwood got super famous, and he wore a shirt the next day to hide. I forget what his new name was. It was probably called, it was Big Wood. It was Officer I Have a Large Wiener. I love to bonk.
The Statue of Liberty started shaking her fist, and
I think Officer Smallwood might be in disguise today at UT Austin, but that's just my opinion. I don't know, you guys take a look. Tell me what you think. Okay, so this is last week. We all know Officer Smallwood, and then today we see Officer, let's see, De La Garza? But...
Dude, that is a Smallwood if I've ever seen it. De La Garza. No, dude, I could have sworn that's Officer Smallwood. It looks like his wood is small. He has the same exact, like, lack of confidence and riz. That's Smallwood. And this is coming from the dude who knows that Timothy McVeigh is Paul Weisopel. So, that's Smallwood.
His bicycle helmet's kind of, like, messed up in the same way.
No
I don't
chin.
know, guys. I don't know. Tough call.
Dude, this is so good. And here's a Smallwood shirt. Just letting everyone know, if you need a Smallwood shirt, hghh.store. Oh, cool. Yeah, this is them using... Oh my god. How many are there? They're just pulling individuals out, just dragging individuals out of this group and attacking them. That's really cool. That's such classic cop shit. Look, they're gonna break his leg. Wow. And I'm sorry, what's going on? What are they doing? Oh, they're sitting in the grass. They're sitting in the grass at their school. Hilarious. Dude, and then, okay, so then this is what I saw a little bit earlier. I saw Hassan.
Pro-Palestine.
Watch this happen live. Watch this shit.
Wait, check out the LA Times headline now. Much more ambiguous. No, dude, are you serious?
So it went from, so right now it's after violent protests at UCLA. UC president launches investigation into response. You want to know what it was?
Well,
UCLA cancels classes after counter-protesters violently attack pro-Palestinian camp, which is an accurate headline, surprisingly. It is an accurate, right headline. And then Hassan watched it change, because you guys understand what happened, right? We're going to look at the news stories in a second, but it was all the pro-Palestinian students who have a conscience and have a soul. They are protesting by encamping on their, like, university lawn or whatever. And so these group of a-holes, these punks, they all came and started attacking kids individually, pulling them through the fence, breaking their fence, messing all sorts of stuff up. And then as they would get each pro-Palestinian student, they would beat the ever-living daylights out of them. They would do that. And dude, the security just stood there like this, like 100 feet away. But the second that anyone's sitting down saying free Gaza, free Palestine, they get beat to death by the police. But these guys can come and beat the shit out of the pro-Palestinian protesters. Doesn't matter. They were probably sent by the police. Let's be real. Monsters. Like Hassan said, this is how they manufacture consent. This is what it's all about, guys. They say, oh, sticks and stones won't break my bones, but names will never hurt me. But names and words are magic, dude. And when you put stuff like this for decades, people start to believe it. Like, as if the students deserved getting beat for demanding a ceasefire and demanding that we stop supporting Israel. It's bananas, but this is how they do it, you know? This is one piece of the million-piece puzzle. This one headline is one little piece of it, but, you know, they follow, it's a guidebook. They do it, they do the same thing everywhere. So this is just for the Los Angeles Times, but the New York Times does the same stuff, down to the headlines that they manufacture for these genociders. Here, let's watch one news story.
There is a large law enforcement presence now on the campus of UCLA. Those simmering tensions over dueling protests.
Yeah. Just launching fireworks at them, beating the shit out of them when they can. And the police just stand over here. I think they're just over here, far enough away to not do anything.
Going at it with sticks, fists, even fireworks.
We have team near the pro-Palestine encampment. Hard to see the actual protesters.
Yeah, exactly. Finally, we found the external forces and all the agitators, right? They were at the pro-Palestine rally. They were just trying to beat the shit out of them.
Wooden pallets, 2x4s, wooden boards, metal, anything and everything. There's also a metal barricade. Now, police are still here.
Yeah, Christelle, I gotta wonder too. Where were all these cops for Uvalde?
Home now, so all is quiet. But let me show you what it looked like at about 10:45 last night. That's when about 150 to 200 pro-Israel demonstrators arrived and faced off with the demonstrators inside.
Yeah, they just said, we want to do a fist fight. We want to do a brawl. And the cop said, have at it, boys.
The pro-Palestine encampment. They tried to remove some of the barricades.
Some of those that run forces. Amen. Dude, these idiots would literally like play Rage Against the Machine and then start beating the pro-Palestinian protesters. For sure. They're so dumb. Such nonsense. Look, they just let them just do a brawl. They said, boys, go do celebrity deathmatch. This dude is apparently a big agitator. He's saying, oh, we can't walk through. He's like obviously an agitator. So yeah, they're not letting him in their encampment because look, he's an agitator. He is the agitator.
Now, not all the people here were students. We spoke to a lot of people who are just passionate about their separate causes, and that brought them out.
One encampment was attacked for 7 hours, and police stood by and watched. Yeah, stand back and stand by. That's what their orders were. Stand back and stand by and just watch and collect that OT, baby. All y'all signed up for OT, right? No one. Everyone's here for OT, right? Come on, boys. That's what it's all about here. Dude, look at this is the Empire. These are your stormtroopers. There you are.
Calm people
down. This one. Piggies. Look at these oinking
just
pigs.
Trying to calm people down. And even with her, things got very tense when some...
In Los Angeles at UCLA campus, police are in riot gear. They are on the scene. Israeli counter-protesters.
This cop
in riot
just
gear. They are
bashed in the door for this office at Columbia. Look at this.
At UCLA campus, police are in riot gear. They are on the scene.
They'll be like, oh, look at all the damage these protesters did. Bro, there's a lock for that door. You could just get the key. Do you think the people at Columbia that took over the hall were infiltrators because they were all about nonviolence? No, I mean... Dude, anyone on our side is not infiltrators. Like, they just say that because they literally, like, dude, what was the first thing that they said? Paid crisis actors. You know why? It's because that's what they have to do. That's their first line of defense. Hey, can you call up Daddy Peter Thiel? Can we hire 200 actors to come to UCLA today? Is Daddy gonna send the money? Like, that's literally the first thing that they do. Always. And of course, we know that they do it because they're accusing us of doing it, you know? So, I mean, there's historic precedent for, like, taking over these halls. And are there some people that might not be students there? Maybe. I don't know. But it seems like the majority of it is led by the students. And honestly, even if it wasn't, like, I don't really care because like there is no outside agitators for Palestine. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that, like, they're just going to say anything to just try and discredit us. And that's fine. But it also just shows us exactly what they're doing. We know that they're doing that stuff, you know? Look, dude, I bet half of these people who are beating everyone's ass, I bet half of them were being paid. If not more.
As the police presence grows.
Like, that's a bunch of people who were just told, oh, you can go beat the shit out of them. The cops are in on it. They'll let you. We're paying you to go do it. Go do your job. Go fight them.
Yeah, what we're seeing now, Sarah, is very different than what we were seeing on campus overnight with some of those visuals of seeing fireworks being...
Yeah, you know who's oppressed by who the police protect. And the fact that they just, like, stand back and stand by.
Now, it does seem that the energy...
Like, dude, this is going to be our future. Our future is going to be barricades and checkpoints, and it's going to start to resemble Gaza. So, buckle in. Dude, they're going to do that in New York this summer. Look at them. I mean, they're like building a fortress around NYU, apparently. Here, let's watch this first. Police move in on Columbia protesters.
You are looking at the scene earlier tonight in New York City as hundreds of police officers moved in on pro-Palestinian protesters at Columbia University.
Get into your doors. Let's go.
So it all changed swiftly. The scene was loud and chaotic as police in tactical gear descended at about 9 p.m. local time, telling demonstrators to get out and entering.
Cat Dad's freedom fighters said they literally want us to radicalize so they can switch to live rounds. Yes, 1,000,000%. Everyone's cop dad wants nothing more than to mow down a bunch of students who are using their voice. Nothing would give them more arousal than that. That is exactly what they want. See, that's what they're trying to agitate us until we start fighting them so that they can literally kill us. Kent State, that's what they want. Kent State 2.
Hamilton Hall to a...
They want Kent State 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They want every school to be like Kent State.
Remember that massive NYPD emergency unit vehicle that looked like a
look at this
military
thing.
vehicle
Look at this hog mobile. Did you see these tubby little hogs trying to get their slick hog bodies through that big window, a huge window that they could barely get through? They're like, someone's got to bring the oil up here. Come on, put some oil on me. Slick me up. Suey. Come on, slick me up, Leroy. Come on, Leroy Baldwin. Slick Papa up. Push the big piggy man through.
That building, that has also cleared out. We're also...
Look at him waiting for his turn. He's like, I can't go until he's through the window. That's our orders. One at a time, single file. Look at these clowns. We need a big water truck, please. Can we use the water truck? Can we use the water truck to beat the shit out of these students, please?
Encampment inside campus that's been there for almost 2 weeks now, that's been cleared out by police. But we'll have to wait to hear officially from NYPD about exactly what...
It's so funny, dude. I love, dude, truly. This is the difference, right? This is the difference this time. This is what makes this different. And I think it's a big difference. I think that they think that they're going to be able to do the normal thing and get rid of us. But I don't think this is like make or break, you know? It's like, I don't know. I think a lot of us are not giving this up now. Like, we can't, you know, until it's over. But the difference is the freaking collective consciousness that we're getting from the phones. So that's why I worry about them taking out the ability for us to do that, because they will. But even if they do, the answer is always all of us working together and getting rid of the rats. Police rats. Zionist rats.
Tonight, and we'll wait to hear.
Careful using milk to rinse your eyes with. It has the bird flu in it. Oh my God. Nothing is safe anymore, guys. Yeah, music people get it. That's where I got everything I know and everything I think about the world is from music. Punk music and all sorts of music. But it doesn't seem like people like this listen to the words of music, you know? Words don't mean anything to them. Words, you just say things to get what you want, and words mean nothing. That is how they think of it. But we know that words have meanings, and saying you're going to do something has a meaning, and, you know, the way you choose to argue with people, that means a lot. Like, words are big. Words mean a lot, you know?
It's abusive because basically what it's asking for is to block out a big part of downtown to all protests.
The Prime Minister says demonstrations on Canadian campuses have an impact.
No. Just no pro-Palestinian protests. Those ones are annoying, and we don't want to hear it, okay?
On Jewish students.
Everyone else. Birds aren't real people. The Westboro Baptist Church. You guys are fine. Do whatever you want. It's just these annoying freaking pro-Palestinian whiner pants. I don't want all my taxes to go to killing babies and women unarmed in their homes or in a fucking refugee camp. Yeah, I'm a little baby because I don't like that.
Right now, right across the country, Jewish students do not feel safe.
I do not listen to anyone who is Fidel Castro's son and refuses to admit it, you know? Next. Justin, you can talk if you accept that your father is Fidel Castro. Once you take on your true father's name and you are Justin Castro, we could talk. But until then, I don't want to hear anything from you.
A Trojan horse, perhaps. I'm Michael Smirkanish in Philadelphia. This week, the University of Southern California, where nearly 100 arrests have been made amidst protests since the university canceled its Muslim valedictorian speaker, announced it was now canceling its main stage commencement ceremony next month. They cited insufficient time to carry out, quote, new...
That's crazy. They canceled... Did they cancel the commencement because the valedictorian was probably going to say pro-Palestinian stuff? Is that why they did it?
Safety measures. It's the latest, most high-profile ramification of the surge of pro-Palestinian protests disrupting campuses all across America. Students saying they have a right...
Yeah. It's because that's where people are. And people are done with this. I love how they're just going to be like, it's just all these students are crazed. It's just students. They're nuts. Don't send your kids to college. They're crazy. They can comprehend things. They're not listening to our lies.
To free speech, Jewish students saying that speech is often anti-Semitic. So what is the current reaction? Are protesters the modern-day Greeks?
Remember, it's always just saying that it's anti-Semitic, but we're never going to show what they say. Not supporting Israel is not anti-Semitism.
Who used a deceptive tactic? Me, I'm sympathetic to the university presidents and administrators who now have to engage in a difficult balancing act. Campuses have become the staging ground for America's growing divide over supporting...
Dude, it's not that difficult. This is what you say. Student safety is a priority here. I want the police to stand back and leave them alone. There can be 2 officers that are watching to keep outside agitators away. Anyone who starts picking a fight, you can put them in the paddy wagon. But your job is to watch the students, or just make sure that they're safe. That's it. End of story. That's it. That's what the dean should have done. All of these schools, they should be like, leave my students alone. They have every right to be here. They pay $20,000+ to come here every year. You know, it's crazy. This never would have flown 20 years ago, dude. This kind of stuff is crazy. At least someone would be there sticking up for the students, but no. Now it's literally they've replaced everyone with lunatic Zionists.
Retaliates for Hamas's October 7 attacks. Hundreds were arrested at pro-Palestinian protests and encampments at several major U.S.
This is all happening because the few people at the top who make decisions have been installed as Zionist, appealing people. And this is for every every single industry, dude. They've done this to TV, news. They've done this to education. Freaking, dude, everything. Anything that has any amount of money in that industry has been replaced with people who are down for this. Lying and blaming this stuff on the students. Dude, it's shameful what they're doing. Truly. They're such liars. I don't know how people like this live with themselves. It's pathetic. I know that they're not even getting paid enough to lie like this. There's no amount that is enough to be a liar on national television to push the State Department's policy, but I know for a fact that what they're getting is not even close to what it would cost for normal people. They're just hooers.
Universities around the country. Friday, Columbia University announced that it had banned the student leading the university's pro-Palestinian protests. A student spokesperson for Columbia's Apartheid Divest Coalition acknowledged that in a past Instagram video, he had said, quote, Zionists don't deserve to live.
Again, you know how I know everything that he's saying is BS? Is because they never let them speak. We never hear their words.
I'm most sympathetic to the students, especially the seniors, who right now should be enjoying the last month.
Dude, it's mostly students.
Of class.
Even if it wasn't, who cares? They're protesting. They can protest. Who cares?
But are instead fearful, forced to study remotely, and now denied the pomp and circumstance that they've earned.
Yeah, pro-genocide influencers. They want an army of Michael Rappaports. Of course they graduate to street soldiers.
Old gentleman who was drawn to the campus.
This is a good day to go to jail, as Martin Luther King said. I can't believe they're going to start locking up senior citizens. I'm 66, and somebody had to come and support these young people. They're not alone. That's why I'm here.
Dude, I love that guy.
How many more of the protesters are not active students? Consider this. In its spring 2024 survey of voters aged 18 to 29, the Harvard...
What, so they're like, look, he's not a student. He just said, I want to come support these students. No one else is supporting them. So you found the one old guy that has his freaking brain screwed on right. They're shooting it so tight, too. They're like, do not show that there are thousands of kids around him.
Don't underestimate the significance of the situation in Gaza, especially where famine is a real risk. Netanyahu seems intent on moving into Rafah.
Risk? It's a real risk? Dude, people are eating like fucking leather. What are you talking about? Goofy.
And NBC is now reporting that an investigation into 7 deadly airstrikes has found that Palestinians were killed in areas of southern Gaza that the Israeli military had explicitly designated as safe zones. Still, it's curious that there was no similar campus activism on abortion rights, the Russian invasion of Ukraine, or threats to...
Yep. No one actually cares about this. It couldn't also have to do with all of those fucking things you're talking about, you idiot, right? It couldn't be the totality of everything that's also pissing everyone off, right? It's madness.
Even if the current situation is the result of astroturfing, those protesting have a right to be heard, but not a right to interrupt and overtake the ability of their classmates to complete their term and don their cap and gown.
Dude, this is so pitiful. They have no right to sing and chant in the common area of their school that they pay $20,000 to go to.
Scott Galloway joins me now. He's a professor of marketing at NYU Stern School of Business, host of the Professor G and Pivot podcasts, and author.
This frickin' Fed dude. Oh my God. Isn't this the dude who just wrote the Bankman-Fried like fluff piece? Didn't he get duped by Sam Bankman-Fried? This dummy? What? Dude, he wrote like I think a book, dude, where he's just glucking Sam Bankman-Fried. And he didn't realize that the whole thing was a grift. He's like, yeah, Sam Bankman-Fried, he's an altruist. He's a good guy. He's just a little silly. He's kind of like a little kid. He's so smart. He plays video games while you talk to him. No, he's annoying and stupid. And he's playing video games because he can't have a social interaction. That dude should not be in charge of anything. Anyway, bozo. I hope this isn't the guy that I'm thinking of.
Of multiple best-selling books, his newest, already a bestseller.
Oh, it's gotta be, right?
It's terrific. I've read it.
No, is this Scott Galloway? Who am I thinking?
Should USC have canceled its main graduation?
Good to be with you, Michael. Yeah, logistically, I think they have to ensure the safety, and it felt like things were getting kind of spinning out of control. So I empathize with university leadership that's trying to thread the needle between free speech while at the same time maintaining a safe environment for its students. I would argue, though, that the balance is a bit skewed. I think universities have slowly but surely decided that they're more from centers of excellence.
Am I thinking of this guy, or is it Michael Pollan that I'm thinking of?
To institutions that create a political orthodoxy or are charged with social engineering. And what you have here, in my opinion, is a bit of a double standard, Michael. I think the vast majority of the protests are peaceful protests. You know, they're 19. I cut a wide berth for young people and their rights to say things. But, the analogy I use, Michael, is if I
love that. I love anything. I like students being able to say whatever they want, but I don't like what they're saying. So they have to stop. You can say anything you want, but I just don't like that specific thing or that specific thing or that specific thing. And we all need to be considerate of what I like. I hate these people.
Went down to the plaza at NYU in a white hood and started saying, Dylan Roof, the gentleman, the young man who killed 7 people at a black church in Charleston. And I started saying, globalize Dylan, and held up a sign that said, lynch the blacks, for example, or some sort of hate speech like that. I don't think there'd be a lot of nuance or context needed. I think I would never work in academia again. And if I started inciting the type of behavior where there was a harassment of any special interest group, I believe that if it got out...
Wait, is he saying that all pro-Palestinian protesters are like Dylan Roof? Bro, I mean, come on. Everything y'all say is nuts, but that is so out of line. That's crazy. Is that what he's saying?
Out of control the way it has in some of these campuses. I think they call in the National Guard. I think what a lot of Jews are concerned with is that it seems like free speech is never freer when it's hate speech directed at Jews. So I would argue the campus leadership has aired...
Dude, saying Israel is a piece of shit is not anti-Semitism. Get over it. Crybabies. Defend your country that all these Americans love so much. Defend your country. Come on. Come on. Tell us why you think it's okay to execute babies and women. Come on, just say it. Just say it's because you're racist and you don't like Arab people. Please, just be honest for once.
On the side of, quite frankly, being a little too lenient to individuals who, for whatever reason, correctly or incorrectly, it devolves into emotion that makes people feel unsafe.
No sense of irony.
I just don't understand that a young Jewish girl leaving the library to go get a manicure is somehow their mortal enemy. I think young people, quite frankly...
Brother. Dude, life is so hard for being a pro-Israeli supporter. Dude, can't get to her freaking manicure. Oh, this isn't right. We have to let freaking Nicole. No, sorry, I didn't mean to. Tammy. We gotta let Tammy get to her manicure, please, guys.
A little bit out of control.
So you heard, or perhaps you watched the film footage that we showed, the map of the country where the growth of these protests has now exploded across the U.S. and...
Yeah, it's cause we're getting paid better, duh. Dude, there's so much money in leftist activism, and I wish everyone would understand this. You just gotta reach up and grab it, you know? Dude, Soros is paying us so much. It's awesome. The feds actually work with us too. The whole thing where they like delete your accounts and stuff if you say too much truth, that's all an act, you know? I want them to do that kind of stuff.
What accounts for it, and do you believe it to be completely organic?
It's always the first thing. And again, that's how we know they do that all the time. All these people care about this thing. This could not be organic. They have to be doing what we're doing, which is paying people to care about whatever we want them to care about.
Well, there's some strange things. I went to the NYU protest. 40% of the tents were the same tents at Columbia. So there's something very coordinated going wrong.
Oh, yeah, dude. Cam Girl Wren, we're getting paid fatty stacks from George Soros. I just want everyone to be clear. I would not do this if it weren't for the fat check that I get every week from George Soros. It is upwards of $20,000 a week, dude. I wasn't supportive of OOB just because I wanted to keep all of my money. I'm getting paid stacks from Soros. How did you guys not get in on this? It was the best deal. That's too bad. I think Soros closed it too, so you can't even join anymore. We've got too many leftist agitator actors that have been hired. He doesn't have any more spots.
Going on. I think it's a variety of few things. One, I think that a lot of students incorrectly, in my view, conflate what's going on in Gaza with the civil rights movement. Two, we have not done a great job, or we in colleges have created this oppressor and oppressed orthodoxy. And the easiest way to identify an oppressor.
Hey, brother, do you think that if one country says, hey, people who all are from this place, they have to walk on this specific shitty side of the road, and you're not allowed to come to the nice parts. Do you think that that's nothing?
In the minds of many of these young people.
That feels bad. Dude, I know. Cat Dad, we know you're loaded. Roof Buckets told us you got bank. Bro, and you know what? I'm so loaded that all this afternoon, me and my wife had to take all the shit down off the roof, and now I've got my big old lettuce tower down here in the courtyard. I'm sure they're going to tell me I got to get rid of it in a couple weeks. Oh, it's taking up too much space. No one wants to look at that. That kind of shit, you know? Yeah. But I get paid such fat stacks from Mr. Soros that it's all just water off my back. You know, I don't really care. It's all BS anyway. I'm just saying all these lies just to make you guys like me.
People is how white and how rich you are. And ground zero, correctly or incorrectly, for whiteness and richness is Israel and Jews. Also,
dude, this guy, he just is talking like, he just feels like so smug. These people are not good people doing this shit for money. Unforgivable. Money's not real.
But just to be fair, Israel has not draped itself in glory. Netanyahu has struck some deals with the far right, including very bigoted members of the Knesset over settlements. We've seen Israel go from kind of the David to the Goliath. So the atmospherics are not good here. And then finally, I think there's something bigger going on, Michael. I think that
they're the empire. Went from David, Israel, David. What are you talking about? They've had the United States of America in their back pocket since day one, bro. Dude, these people are embarrassing.
I think that protesting is kind of the new, if you will, sex. Young people aren't having as much sex. I know how ridiculous that sounds, but for the species to survive, you have to have young people connecting in terms of romantic opportunities.
Bro, if you don't think some of these freaking young, spun up, little freaking protesters aren't slanging, aren't freaking going to Pound Town in these encampments, you're high. You're nuts. You're a crazy person. These kids be smashing, bro. I think y'all are just doing a self-report.
Opportunities, and also for the species to survive, you get a dope a hit from gathering together and fighting off a perceived enemy. And I think
I don't know about you guys, but I would prefer to have sex with people who care about others and think about your pleasure, you know, stuff like that. I feel like a lot of these Israeli supporters, I don't know if they're, what's it called? Courteous lovers, reciprocating lovers, you know? They just give me the vibe. This is literally his whole thing is these kids need to start foxing. They got to. If these little virgins would just have sex, they wouldn't be bitching about this genocide. Get over it, you non-sex having virgins.
Erring on the latter, if you will. I think they're on the hunt for what I call a fake mortal enemy. And the reality is, if you
No, it's a very real enemy.
type into Google anti-Semitism and pick any century in the last 3,000 years, you're going to find multiple instances where the world decides the Jews are the mortal enemy. And then finally...
No one's talking about Jews. We're talking about Israel and the things that Israel, the country, is doing. It's bad stuff.
I know this sounds paranoid.
It's just like, it's completely... This is all day, 24/7, just stream of lies. Stream of lies with zero pushback, zero, like, clarification, like, zero truth. Like, they don't even have to say things that are real. They can just say whatever, and it doesn't matter, because they beam it out into the idiot boxes in everyone's home, and then everyone believes it. Ad break. Frick yeah. Guys, hghh.store. Oh, I gotta get some... Oh, no, hold on. I gotta get my QVC music loaded up. Here we go, here we go. If anyone's looking for an Officer Smallwood shirt, right here, hghh.store. You want a Peter Thiel shirt? hghh.store. I'm working on my own merch, too. We're gonna have that available soon. I'm making Neil Armstrong stuff, Peter Thiel stuff, freaking everything, guys. If you want some merch, hit up the Peter Thiel store. hghh.store. All proceeds go directly to Peter Thiel, okay?
Frame through which they view the world is oftentimes or predominantly TikTok. And on TikTok, Michael, there are 52 pro-Hamas videos for every one pro-Israel video. So the frame through which they see the world...
How dare... Dude, pro-Hamas? Listen to the shit that this guy gets away with saying. And there are 50 videos to every paid Israeli video, but that's because we are all very pissed off about this. If you guys had some bank and you could afford us like George does, you know, I feel like this is just, you're just mad that you need to get your money up. You need to collect more of our taxes. Come on, dog. But anyway, so embarrassing, bro. Anti-Israeli protesters. I love that. Here are the hogs. UT
Breaking
Dallas.
news as we come to you at 4, law enforcement is starting to
Look at these brown shirts.
mobilize at an encampment at UT Dallas.
Yeah, students have established a camp there today. They're vowing to...
Look, same exact thing. Interesting.
Yeah, I can hear you, Karen. Yeah, in the last few minutes, they all just moved up suddenly. The organizers of the student protest just before this read a letter to people who were here at the camp saying,
"Who is this bum? Sheriff. Who is this guy? Just civilian brown shirt." Christopher Columbus literally wrote love letters to the Queen talking about stealing the resources from America to pay for the conquest of Jerusalem. Dude, of course. That's so funny. What, he was like sending her foxy letters? Like hitting on her?
from the school. There's a fight happening right here as one of the demonstrators is fighting back against the law enforcement. This is something that organizers said and told people they did not want to see.
Dude, it's literally always criticize the protesters, no matter what. Dude, there's literally one person and 400 cops, and they're like, this is exactly what we knew would happen. They would do this. They would struggle a little bit while someone's trying to force their arms behind their back. Just like the Israelis, they want perfect victims. They want to lock you up and put you in prison, get you kicked out of school, make you lose your job, but they do not want to hear you complain about it. Stop fidgeting. Oh, he's resisting. He's resisting. Shoot him. Shoot him in the head.
You can see this man right here. The camera's on him. He's struggling with law enforcement, yelling, fighting back. This is probably the third or fourth arrest that I've seen so
Dude, yeah, brother.
far. Law enforcement.
Did you say fart? Stupid newsman. Fart.
Camera's on him. He's struggling with law enforcement, yelling, fighting back. This is probably the third or fourth arrest that I've seen so far. Law enforcement came in quickly, as I said, very little warning.
Yeah, because they're violence agitators. They want to scare and hurt people. Look at him. This guy is just waiting. He's like, dude, I want to punch this non-white person in the face so bad. Ugh. Threaten me. Oh, make me scared. Please make me scared so I can then get horny and beat you up. Please scare me. Scare me.
I'm right with you.
Dude, what is the red tape thing?
And we're trying to stay back here as well and stay on the perimeter.
Wait, did you see the couple banging in the park under the blanket in New York City? Dude, I'm telling you, they say that these are non-sex havers. These are sex havers. They're like, come on, come have real fun sex with conservatives. Pass. Absolutely never. Come on, have some conservative sex with us Mormons under a blanket, under a sheet. Or no, we have to have a sheet separating us or whatever. Oh, come on, don't you want to have conservative sex with these cool magic underwear? It sounds great, guys. It sounds really appealing. But I'm gonna pass on your weird vanilla sex that whatever the frick you guys do with kids or whatever, not into it. You know, I like adult women who consent. I'm not into what these guys are into. So I think we're going to pass on y'all's sex. We're going to keep having our weirdo leftist sex, okay? In the parks with normal people, fun people. I would love to run away from this guy. He's like, stop, you're under arrest. And he just like hop back every time he comes at you. Oh, what are you going to do, big man?
Ourselves in the way of anything. So I want you to see that
do not put your hands on anyone, hog.
And methodically moving up. This is where the main encampment has been.
Imagine being like, I need my bulletproof vest. Like, these people are such cowards. They're scared. Look at how terrified they are.
Yeah, we have seen, though, in a number of cases at campuses across the country where a lot of these people who are being arrested aren't related to the school in any way. They're not actually students there.
You guys see, this is all the directive coming from on high is push its outside agitators, push that they're all being anti-Semitic. But okay, so where you have yet to show us anyone who isn't a student in this one person, the older guy that was at, I think he was at LA, is like, I just saw that none of these kids had anyone and I just wanted to come support them. And they're like, see, look at all these outside agitators. See, he said him and all of his old ass friends wanted to come here and agitate. And I don't know, when I watch a kid get pushed off of a 3-foot wall by a hog on the ground who literally scoped him out and saw that he could do violence to a brown person and walked 20 feet over there and pushed him off of a wall. Dude, when I see that, I don't go, yeah, see, look at all these outside agitators. I go, what the fuck are the police doing? Do they think that they can just get violent and hurt everyone? Yes, they do.
Can you tell?
Bum, 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 ba, bum, bum, ba, bum. They are the frickin' stormtroopers.
Yeah, organizers were saying, community members, come on out. Other groups, come on out. You don't have to be just a student to be part of this.
Yeah, you don't.
So as the day has gone on,
exactly,
we have watched more people come who are clearly not.
Dude, everyone can go to a protest. The students started it. Everyone can show their support. It is a protest, you dumbasses.
So to get back to your question, Karen, yeah, there are a lot of students, but it's been very clear throughout the...
So yeah, you all see the majority white police arresting all the majority people of color protesters, right? So we see what this is really about, correct?
Today that more and more people have joined this who are not affiliated with the university.
Hey, who? Come on. You have such great damning evidence for it. Where? Come on, show them. Do they live in the area? Do they care about Palestine? Are they being paid? Can you find anyone except for that one old guy? Like, I know that there are people who aren't associated with the university, but they are not the ones who started it. You know, people you can join a protest if you agree with it. Doesn't mean you have to be a student. They're trying to start a global thing, you know? They're hoping that if they start shit, that the rest of us will join in. And the next couple days are going to be telling. Either we're going to allow the police to arrest all the black and brown people who are protesting and spank all the white people. Either that, or everyone's going to join in and we're going to get rowdy with our words. We're going to get sloppy messy with our verbiage. You know, they're trying to spark something. They're trying to spark a movement. And boy, I hope they do. This is our one shot. If we do not do what needs to be done, if we do not stop them this time, I think this is the last shot. Like, look, man, look at how good they're getting. I mean, they have control over everything, you know? So they can say over and over, the outside protesters, the outside agitators, outside agitators, outside agitators, outside agitators, outside agitators, outside agitators. And then on the 100th time, you believe it, because no one would say this many lies. But we don't understand that they would. These people lie to us all day about little things, big things, everything. All they do is lie. That's all they know how to do is lie. I mean, look at them right now. They see a kid get pushed off a wall and they say it's his fault. He's an outside agitator. A cop pushed a man off of a wall. He saw him from 20 feet away and got a little spark in his eye and said, I'm gonna go push this brown kid off this wall. Fuck this brown kid. That's exactly what happened. So everyone wants to pretend like, oh, it doesn't bother. It's not my thing. It doesn't affect me. Oh, I don't know anything about it. Well, you should, because this is coming to your house. Pretty soon the police are going to be banging on your door. No, probably Israelis are going to be banging on your door saying, this is my house now. This is my house. Vamonos. That's what they get to do in Palestine. Why wouldn't they get to do it here? Like, this summer is our shot. There's never been more commotion and noise than now. And all we have to do is just add on to it, right? They're doing half the work for us, you know? We just need one crack. We need one, you know, we need to affect one news anchor to make them lose it on live TV and say, this is all BS. We need to affect one CEO and make him see that their capitalism is a death cult. And, you know, like, we're looking for one crack to get our toe in the door, and then it will be over, but we can't, like, let up. I mean, dude, look at the way they're panicking. Look at the response to a bunch of kids sitting in the grass. Look at what they did to us. Look at what they're doing to Manaya. If you say anything about community or unity or, you know, anything, they come after you. And look at them. It's because they're scared. It's because they know it's over. It is over. It's just a matter of when, right? And boys, it better be this summer. It better be tomorrow. It better be today. Yesterday is when it should have happened. But the way that this is going to look is people refusing orders. The way that the end will happen is refusing orders, or they'll kill us all. Those are the two options.
We're seeing these images that are coming back to us live.
I love that too, putting red over their eyes, literally seeing red. It's such a perfect metaphor for these hogs, or whatever it is. Metaphor? No, not a metaphor. I don't know. It's literally to get them to be violent. Even they gotta cover their eyes. See red. You gotta, look at all this blood. You gotta get angry, hog man. Come on, these are your enemies. These protesters are your enemies. Enemy mode initiated.
I'm wondering, Jason, based on your experience covering these types of events or protests, at what point do you get this sense that, you know, pepper balls or maybe even tear gas might...
Look at them. They're instigating the hogs. They're like, come on. When are you going to put the live rounds in the kids? I mean, the pepper balls and the tasers. Ooh, can you do the skunk juice on them? Don't get out the hose, because then they'll wash it off. Get the skunk juice. Come on, skunk them. Skunk them up.
Introduced in...
Oh, can you get the noise? Oh, get the ear piercing thing that breaks your eardrums. Can you do that to them? Oh, could you just use a shotgun on them? Most of them aren't white. It's okay. Oh, what about what are the other million weapons that the police use against us? Oh, can you use your baton on them and accidentally pull out your gun and then shoot them and be like, hey, I thought it was in my left holster, but it was in my right. Silly. I didn't know which was the baton and which was my gun.
some of the measures here to try and control the crowd. Are we to that point yet?
Can we be to that point yet? Please. I'm sick of hearing these people yelling.
We're not there yet. I have not seen law enforcement even attempt to use anything like that to this point, Ken. Typically, when you see that is when...
And so what's the point? Are they they're just stealing all their resources? Is that what this is? They're just saying these are police water now? What are they doing? They're literally just there to agitate. Do you see this? They come and put themselves in the middle and wait for something to happen. This is what they want. And then they can take all their Uzis out.
It's when the line won't move, right? It is when people won't submit to being arrested. When you see some of these people here now...
Submit to being arrested. Listen to this bootlicker. Just submit. Submit. Dude, all these people that have like helped this get to this point, oh, dude, they're going to be judged significantly after this, and we are going to be doing the judging. These people will never know happiness again. We made college inaccessible and expensive to keep people of color and women from getting an education. Amen. As well as just, what was that quote? I forget. I think it was one of Reagan's people or whatever, but saying like having like an educated populace is like a recipe for disaster or something. They literally want us dumb because then we don't question anything. But sorry, everyone's a little thirsty for education, you know? Y'all should have provided it. If y'all would have provided them education, they wouldn't seek it elsewhere. And then they wouldn't have found out the truth from other people.
Protest.
And dude. Oh, I was talking to Dante and Nicole about this. Dude, I think that the next thing that, if you're ever in a standoff with cops, right? I think that what Dante and Nicole, by making fun of Smallwood's name and goofing on him, I think that truly killed a little piece of him. And I think that we need to weaponize that. I think that the only thing that can hurt these people is getting clowned on. Like, instead of yelling at them, I think what we should be doing is, like, embarrassing them. Dude, I mean, Officer Smallwood, the next day after getting made fun of by Dante and Nicole, literally tried to pretend to be a different person. Everyone making fun of his name got to him. He actively tried to make sure that people couldn't make fun of his name. So, I don't know. I think that that's the kind of shit that hurts them for real, is, like, making fun of them. Because, dude, think about it. They're so childish. They're such children that they literally would be like, nuh-uh. Officer Smallwood changed his name. But anyway, I think using those kind of tactics should also be put into the mix.
It's the encampment that's not allowed. They can protest all day, all night if they want. That's not the issue, correct?
100%, Karen. You've got it. And, you know, I told you earlier that I talked with some Jewish students who were here on campus.
It's just about right of way, you know? It's just about ease of crossing the campus. You know, they can yell and do whatever they want as long as it has nothing to do with being pro-Palestinian and they open up the walkway, okay?
And when I asked them about how they felt about the encampment being allowed to be built up, escalating from a sit-in last week to a
He changed his name to Tiny Pecker. Dude, what should happen is, like, get the funniest couple motherfuckers right up there in the front row, right? And just roast. Like, everyone should be quiet and let the couple people just roast the ever-living shit out of these cops. Dude, their embarrassment would literally make them quit their job and piss their pants and cry and run away. Because they like this. They like standing and getting yelled at. It makes them feel like, yeah, I am right. Yeah, they hate me because they ain't me. And they're just a bunch of dum-dums. But bro, you start clowning on them, that's where they really lose it. When they feel like they lose control. And they're losing control of the narrative and other people are being heard. Dude, that would be so funny. Just do a roast. Dude, pull up their fucking Facebooks. Oh, make fun of them. Just do what they would do. Say, oh, is this your family?
Cross that. A very, very similar scene, obviously, when you see the brown uniforms there. Then you start thinking about some of the comments that the governor has made about some of these encampments in public universities throughout the state. I'm wondering now if this is sort of the playbook now that might play out at other campuses.
What do you mean, of course, idiot? This isn't just a Texas thing. You bozo, it is a generational thing. Our generation does not fuck with y'all, okay? We do not fuck with Zionism. Y'all messed up because you got all these other dummies to like believe you and listen to you because their lives weren't pure misery. They were able to skate about life and buy a house and have kids and do all sorts of shit that our generation is not so lucky. So, you know what? Yeah, we noticed this stuff. And guess what, brother? We're never gonna let it go, ever. We have nothing else to do. We literally have nothing else to do. We have nowhere to go. We don't have homes. None of us has any money. There's no third space for us. Y'all took Twitter from us. You basically took TikTok away from us. What the hell would you like us to do? Huh? Like, truly, we see exactly what they want, right? They built all their cop cities and their jails. They're looking to fill their jails up with us that cause any ruckus, and then they get their free labor again. I mean, not again. They've never not had their free labor. But that is how they're planning to take care of this. They're going to Kent State us or put us all in prison and get free workers. Unless we do something. Oh, it's an ad break. Oh, hey guys. Anyone looking for a Hot Girls Have Hobby shirt or something? If you are, you could go to hghh.store. Look, Officer Smallwood. Look, we were just talking about our boy. There he is. Look. And you can see, here, let's look at the design. Oh, wait, you can't see it up close? Oh, here we go. Look, there's Officer Smallwood. It says, reporting for Widow Biddy duty since 2024. And he's got clown nose, all sorts of fun stuff. But anyway, hghh.store. Dude, this is awesome. This is really cool. Like, seeing everyone come together like this. Like, this is the start, guys. This is how we're going to build our mutual aid and everything. Get to know all the people that you're with. Go give your time if you're able to. Go support the kids at the college that you're near. Because an important part of this is that there's a lot of people who are very gung-ho and they are the base of it, but they also need support because it gets exhausting, right? Like, it's hard being an activist full-time, you know? Any help, like, that's what everyone needs to understand is that, like, you go and give, like, if you're not able to go and, like, occupy the place, just go for a little bit. Go for an hour. Go for 2 hours, you know, whatever. Give whatever you're able to. Literally any little amount helps. Do you have a bunch of freaking cases of water? Like, go donate stuff to them. Go down and ask if they need anything, you know? Do you have skills with building? Do you want to help them build a pagoda or something? Or, you know, like whatever. Anything they need, help them fix their fence. Bring your drills. Like, there's tons of stuff that you can do, even if it's like, you know, a short amount of time. All I'm saying is just don't think, I always tell people this when they're asking like how to get involved and stuff. Don't think that anything is too small. Like, literally bringing down some food or making sure that, like, yeah, like the few people that you can help, like get a pizza or something, you know, just do anything. Anything is better than nothing. Support them. If you hear people like bashing them, be like, hey, I fuck with the students. I don't fuck with some other country. I'm an American. I'm not Israeli. I'm an American, oddly, in America. Do anything, you know. They're gonna need help because, look, the media is literally saying, hey, when are we gonna get to the bear mace stage? Hey, can you shoot rubber bullets at them yet? What about live rounds? Can you Kent State these kids? They're super annoying.
There were a lot of people who said, wait till this afternoon. I'll be there when I get off of work. We'll join you. We'll add to the numbers.
Yeah, like Ash said, I can only go short amount of time because of my baby. That is great. Go and just give whatever you're able. A lot of times, dude, people just need to see fresh faces and be like, hell yeah. Just walk through and give them a round of high fives. Like, literally anything.
This is the last week of classes here. Finals are next week.
This is the final. He's like, I gotta get to my finals. Brother, you're failing your final right now.
Copy of an email that I had been shown from a Jewish student on campus who's about to graduate and told campus administration this morning, I don't feel comfortable coming onto campus right now in the last week. So
why? Because you're a
right. There was definitely an attempt, Ken and Karen, to just destroy the encampment. Right. There's no effort to move it out. They just really wanted to take it down. And since
and look, and just ruin their stuff. That was the point of it. Yeah. Feels very Israeli. Like, I don't know. Oh wait, they train in Israel, right? Our police? I feel like I heard that. Is that true? That would make sense. That would make sense that they act this way. Oh yeah, if they're like trained in Israel, they would probably learn all of the shitty tactics that Israeli offensive forces use, you know? And that's like a military, right? And our police train with an occupying army? What? And then they come home and they use that? That's so weird that we support that. I don't know. That's just me, though.
Rip them apart, flip them over, tear them down, pull the flags down.
Well, I'm sure that they'll go over there and just stab all the waters, too.
And then, so we can see there's Richardson police who are right here. There's Collin County Sheriff.
Oh, man, you missed it. Sorry. I said that, and they just started chucking these waters into just throwing them. Watch.
This was a peaceful protest. I'll make the point that, yes, it was peaceful throughout the day.
Like,
live right now. So
fuck these waters.
And in fact, the organizers did tell people to be careful of their behavior. They said, don't vandalize anything, don't do anything that could be used against us, and they would repeat that very regularly for the new people that showed up.
Yeah.
However,
don't vandalize, but we're going to vandalize your stuff. Look, here, watch us cut all of your tents. Pathetic.
As they read that letter from the school, you heard that really the defining decision for...
Dude, find me a hog that's in shape. Find me one. Find me one. Is this one that's in shape? Find me one hog that can run a quarter mile. I dare you. Try it.
Law enforcement come in was the encampment, and the school and law enforcement, Ken and Karen, were not going to let that stand.
7 minutes ago. Oh, so weird. It feels like it's just like all the cops just keep harassing the black and brown people. What's up with that? Why is it like always this dude's about to get suplexed?
Get back! Get back!
Hogs. Stupid hogs. Look at him. He has no idea what he's doing. Look at him.
Get back! Get back!
Nice technique, bro.
Back up.
If this kid didn't know that you would literally shoot him with a shotgun point blank in the head if he moved, you would never, ever take this kid down. Dude, look at this guy sweating so hard. He's like, I can't wait to tell my wife, Beth, that I got to take down a black and brown boy. I felt nice and big and strong today, Beth. I was beating on an unarmed kid who, if he ever did anything back to me, we would just shoot him right in the head. But Beth, let me tell you, I felt mighty powerful beating up on this unarmed boy today. Ooh-wee. Ooh, they had chips. They had Chips Ahoy. They had Doritos. They had water. And I cut it all up. I crumbled them chips. I felt mighty tough today, Beth.
Tonight, a new protest at Emory University, plus a warning that police could soon move in.
Atlanta News First crews are on the scene as protesters have moved in and out of a campus building. Atlanta News First Patrick Quinn is live tonight on the campus of Emory.
Patrick, have things escalated since you were last reporting?
I hope so, Sam. I really hope so, Mary. I hope the police have come in and murdered all of these kids. I'm just getting a report. Actually, my daughter goes to this school. I hope all of these kids, because I want to punish the younger generation. I think it's normal to want the lives of our children to be harder than our lives were. That's a normal thing to want. That's a rational, normal thing. That's normal behavior. That's just how we act.
I mean, people need to pay the piper. You know, if you've broken the law, if you're damaging property, if you're assaulting, especially police officers, you should have harsh penalties to send a message. We are not going to allow Georgia to become the next Columbia University.
Dude, these people are pathetic. They're like, look at these violent agitators sitting. They're praying for bad things to happen to us.
At this time, please consider yourself under arrest for refusing to disperse. Please do not resist arrest.
You're under arrest. That's what I'm also going to do, is just tell all the cops that I have them under arrest. You are under arrest. Citizen's arrest.
Or other enforcement actions which could
No, you're under arrest, okay?
result in risk of injury which may occur.
Dude, these hogs. Alright, anyway. These Black Cube employees don't even try to be creative anymore. At least give us a fun challenge or try to trick us or something. The whole gaslight people with 5 dialogue options is no longer working. Just some marketing advice for you. Oh my, are you triggered? Dear me, can I get you a puppy or some crayons? I'm sorry, cryptologist. Are you triggered by college students yelling in their campuses? Cowards. Anyway, you guys want to watch a little, let's find something to do with some emerald tablets or something and